And I truly mean that. Merry Christmas. This is we could call it a pagan holiday. I guess that it is, but Christmas has a lot of good memories for me as a kid because the ancestors, the elders, whatever you want to call them, all of those, at least in my case, when you get to be my age, not that I'm that old, but I'm older than most of you, and they've always provided, and we've always had each other, but they always made sure that Christmas happened. We've had some wonderful Christmases as kids, as far as everyone getting together, as far as um, the gifts that we received. Because when you're a kid, receiving gifts on Christmas is something that you get really excited about. I remember as children on Christmas Eve when we would go to bed, me and my brother would be so excited. We would say, "This is the night that counts. This is the night that counts." And we'd hop up early, and my mother was a master at it. There would be a tree down there, maybe with one or two things. Merry Christmas to you, Love Stone. And by the time we got downstairs at 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, at kids we did it at 6 or 7 in the morning. As we got older, it'd be more of a wait till everybody gets up and eat and everything, and then do it a little bit more formal. But as kids, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, 9 years old, we went down there and just got to tearing shit up. And you go to bed, and there'd be a few things under the tree, a couple things. By the time we woke up, man, it really seemed like Santa Claus came and showed up. But the point that I wanted to make is concerning this strike. And this strike, I believe, was Brianna's idea. And I think the core here is she's over there looking in someone else's pockets, and they're upset that other people in their sector are receiving money and they're not. Well, first off, money isn't flowing like it was 3 or 4 years ago. And between gas prices and food prices and housing, and I think it's food prices, housing has always been high for a long time. But between food prices and gas prices, particularly food prices, yeah, particularly food prices, um, and everything has gone up. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I mean, I shop. I like to shop. I like shopping for everything. One of those guys that enjoy shopping. Well, if I'm not looking at shorts, I'm shopping. I'm shopping on the sites that I like between Amazon and Fila, the Sergio Tacchini site, the sportswear site. I'm shopping, particularly since I got a new place. I'm shopping and matching and comparing prices and quality. But I'm really disappointed that listening to some of the commentary, not all of it, but some of the commentary about this strike and the reasons why, that none of you spoke about how ill-timed her strike was. Yeah, Lovestone, a couple of the beef sector content creators, they don't feel like they're getting supported enough dollar-wise, and they see other people getting money, particularly the men, or they call them men, the gay guys in the beef sector, and so they call a strike. They don't feel like they're getting their worth, but one monkey don't make no show, and anybody here is replaceable. You're not Travis Hunter. You're not Josh Allen. You're not Patrick Mahomes. They're much more difficult to replace. What's going on? What's going on? And the reason why I put in the title is like, who raised you? Because I truly get into the Christmas spirit. And the way I get into the Christmas spirit as a man of my age is I give. I give. I have two little grandnieces. One about 7 months old, the other 2 years old. And it's hard to shop for them. But I seem to know what to do because I've done it before with my niece and my goddaughter. And my goddaughter has a little son, and he's about 5 or 6. And I get joy buying them gifts. What's going on, Abdul, brother? Good to see you, man. I get joy. I truly get joy of buying them gifts, and I can't wait till I go over there a little bit later and bring some of this gumbo that I made, and I can make it good. I make it good, just as good as my grandmother and my grandfather, because I used her recipe, and I actually followed the recipe this time and made the roux right. But this is a season of giving. When they say it's better to give than to receive, do any of you know what it means? I know Abdul does. Yeah. There's a certain good feeling you get in giving. And in order to give, you have to have extras. You know, the Torah, the way Jewish people greet themselves, Muslims as well, but Jewish people in particular, is shalom, is peace. And you wish peace to people whose affairs are in order. Because, and it's the truth, you can't have peace unless your affairs are in order. You can't have true peace if your responsibilities aren't met. And it also says that the greatest accomplishment of all in a man's lifetime is not what he's able to acquire, but what he's able to give away. Let me say that again. That true accomplishment is not in acquiring planes and cars and mansions. And, you know, damn sure feels good. But it's what a true measure of a man is what he's able to give away. And Brianna, being young, and I'll get into being young, is acting like a petulant child. These people have supported her and Pizarro for years, for not doing much, for giving panels, for giving an opinion. This is a season, the one of the good things about this commercialized Christmas is that it should have taught you, and maybe it hasn't for some of you younger people, and I'm disappointed in you. And it might be hard for you to take instruction from me because you may not see me in a way that I truly am. And that is a guy with some years under his belt that genuinely has wisdom. I've learned most things the hard way. But what the advantage I have is I had very good moral parents. I don't follow by their morality all the time. But there were certain things that I were taught that I adhere to. And there's certain things that I've learned, like reading the Torah and having peace. And part of my training as a salesman that the sales trainer taught me, he says, yeah, acquiring all this stuff is great. He said, the true measure of man is what do you give away? For her to bring up this strike and to pout, because that's what you're doing, you're pout. I'm sitting out because I'm not getting. And now she has apprehensions because it wasn't received that well. She should have been trying to give to someone. Any way she could have. She could have had a raffle to give to one of her supporters. All she wants is for herself. And that goes for everybody. And I know people are having tight times. Hey, Miss Mo. A lot of people are having tight times. And I have to say food prices play a big part in it. Everything's gone up. Power bill's higher than what it was. I used to keep the aquariums on. I kept aquariums on, aquariums, TV. I had a TV upstairs. I just never turned it off. I just never turned it off. Just like I didn't turn off the computer. A computer runs better if you keep it on for the most part. A desktop, laptop too, so it can work its own problem out. What's going on, Corinne? Nice to see you. But I'm really disappointed that no one's taught Brianna, and because the timing of her, I'm not getting right before Christmas, right during the Christmas season, instead of thinking of a way to give to someone, anyone, to truly get some joy out of that. And only thinking of herself. And I'm going to pout because I'm not getting what I want. And one else was getting. What's going on, North Carolina? Good to see you. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to all of you. And I didn't hear anybody in all of this commentary, and I couldn't help but hear some of the commentary. I listened to YouTube cameras this morning go off. Shout out to YouTube cameras for standing up for yourself, no matter who it is. Even me, she doesn't let me up on the panel. She leaves me in the back, and I wanted to say what I'm saying now, on her show. You got bigger audience, and no one's mentioning that. They're talking about, the way the beef sector, they'll take a topic and they will chew on it and chew on it and chew on it till there's nothing left. But no one spoke about how this is a season of giving. None of them spoke on how this is the season of giving. Not that it's not just saying it's better to give than receive, but understanding that. I'm calmed down. Well, I go through. I'm doing something different now. I'm teaching now. I'm teaching. I'm adding some perspective to the commentary that's been going on. And nobody mentioned, I would rather give. I feel good to give. But no one likes to give if they feel like they're getting taken advantage of. Or if it's a complete one-way street. And that pouty, I'm going to take my ball and go home. Brianna, take your ball and go home. There may be a few people that miss you. There may be a few people that miss you. Maybe a number of people that miss you, but that void will be filled. Five Babe went away. Her people fell in other places. And she gets more support than most of you. Her people generally, really, she does something for them. Yeah, Brianna, you're missing the whole point of the season. And do you actually think, and I say this with no pun intended, do you really think that you're bigger than the whole Christmas season, the whole holiday season? Are you that narrow-minded and myopic in your thinking that your wants, your desires is bigger than the whole spirit of Christmas? And I'm talking about the spirit of Christmas, and the spirit of Christmas is to give. Is to give. What have you given, Brianna? You don't have children. Who have you given something to? I know you have little godchildren or something. Hopefully you got them something. Do you give and to the people that have given to you? Do you give to the people that have given to you? Do you give them something back? No, you pout and take your ball and go home. That YouTube would probably be better without you, Brianna. You're part of the problem. You're part of the cancer. The greed, the one-way street. Me. Because a lot of subs don't think like that. And my donations haven't been what they once were. I don't complain about it. I just keep putting out my little content and just hope and that it will pick up. I barely mention it. I be sure to enter in my Cash App all the time. That's the way this goes. There's new people around, and it's very competitive out here for your listening audience. It used to be nothing for me to get 1,000 views. And now I guess I'm out of the algorithm and whatever. Certain people don't like me or whatever the hell, I don't get shared out. I'm not complaining or crying about anybody. I'm happy to have a voice. And it will pick up. It will pick up, and if it doesn't pick up, it's not meant to be. Maybe I can make I could alter some things. You know what? I could have some graphics. I could have a lot of that stuff. All you women, the most of you do is you give a little commentary and you have a panel. And the shit takes off from there. Anybody can do that. Anybody can do what Lemon does. Anybody can do what Brianna does. Anybody can do what Pizarro does. I would just hope Brianna would take some time where this can get through to her, because she's a child to me. She's 30-something years old. She's just a baby. Literally a baby. My nieces and nephews are that old. And I can spend only so much time around them. My niece is different, though. I can spend time around her because she's smart. She's a pain in the ass, too. I can't take that much time around her, now that I think about it. And I would hope that you would learn. There's so many things you can do, man. Besides helping corporate America close out the year on a plus side by having massive spending and buying of gifts, because that's part of it too. What's the movie with Jimmy Stewart? What's it called? Watch the movie with Jimmy Stewart. I can't think of it. You guys probably don't even know what Jimmy Stewart is. I'm trying to think of the name of the movie. It wasn't called The 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. It was something that had to do with Christmas. The guy loses everything. Everything. He does something and he loses everything. And he's going to kill himself. He's going to jump off a bridge. And as he's walking to jump off the bridge, something happens. And it turns all around. And he gets more than he ever had. It's a Wonderful Life. Chat Mafia, my nigga, come through with the white people shit. Shout out to Chat Mafia. Shout out to John. Drop down out the clouds. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, North Carolina. You good. It's a Wonderful Life, man. Shout out to John, man. God damn it. I watched that movie about 7 or 8 Christmases ago, when it was about buy gifts or pay the bills in January. Guess what I chose? I paid the bills in January. I sent some cards and postage. I got the little kids' gifts, the close people. What was it about? Man, because it's a motherfucker. January bills are still due. The first is still coming up. Most people load up their credit cards. But not understanding the whole spirit, the good shit about Christmas. And I can tell you 1,000 bad things if I wanted to be negative. We can talk about it's a pagan holiday. Jesus wasn't actually born this time. You know, Jesus had brown skin and not white skin, and we can go into all that. I just want to take the good shit out of it and leave the rest. It's so easy to be negative. back, I'm going to leave you guys with something. I want you to lick your finger, the tip of your index finger, and I want you to make a negative sign in the air. Just make a minus sign. And I want you to lick your finger again, and I want you to put a cross through it and make a positive sign. What did I just show you? Being positive isn't that hard to do, but it's twice as hard, twice as much work than being negative. Find a reason to be happy. Don't be down in these holidays. Yeah, some of your relatives are gone. That shit can pain you. That shit can pain you like nothing other. But you still have the memories when there were happy holidays with them. You can still cook some of the dishes that they used to cook. Make the best you can out of it. Make the best you can out of it. Think outside of yourself. This gumbo costs too much to give out bowls to homeless people. Maybe later in the week I'll make a bunch of sandwiches and get some chips and some waters or whatever. And help some homeless people. Gumbo costs $2.75. And it's seafood gumbo, no chicken. No chicken. With big shrimp and king crab legs in it, cracked. So it's kind of a cheat. It's a fancy, fancy gumbo. Seeing others happy makes you happy. You just told your brother that earlier. Yeah, make the best of it. Make the best of it. Condition your mind to be happy and be thankful for anything that you've got going on in your life. From the simple and simple, because you can always be worse. It could be a lot worse. And please think outside of yourself. I guess I don't call myself social at times, but I like to keep to myself in real life. I enjoy my own company. I'm on my devices all goddamn day. I'm on my devices. I wake up and get on my devices. If I wake up and I can't find one of my phones, I panic. And the motherfucker will be underneath the bed, behind the bed. I left the motherfucker in the refrigerator last week. Like, how the fuck did I leave the fucking phone in the refrigerator? I figured it was lost. I was going to call Apple and say, I lost the motherfucker. I don't know where it is. Send me another one. Left it in the refrigerator. Yeah, man, there's always something to complain about. Poor Brianna. Could just think about the money that people weren't sending her. Entitled and taking them for granted. Entitled and taking people for granted. You got to realize, I did this YouTube shit, swinging and banging, for 6 years before I ever tried to collect $1. You be thinking someone broke in and stole your phone? Oh, and of course, sometimes I don't feel like driving, and I'll take the Uber. And my insurance, I found out a while ago, my insurance provides for Lyft rides and Uber rides to the doctor. So I'm like, I ain't driving in that shit. And I meet interesting people driving the cars. I'll hop in the damn Lyft, and I always try to check after I get out. And I left my phone in there. I didn't get it back for 3 weeks. But I got it back. But I didn't think the dude was giving it back. What's up, Sharon? How you doing? Merry Christmas to you, Sharon. Yeah. Yeah, but poor Brianna. Brianna's young and acting like a child. Me. How come I'm not getting instead of thinking about what this Christmas is really all about? She's really acting like a child. What they say your 30 is your new 15? You lost your phone on me looking for the shit, and it's in your hand? Shit, I said, you need to read a book? Right. Oh, we're dependent on these motherfuckers. I'm glad I got two of them. If I can't find one, I'll find the other one. And don't let the charger start fucking up where they won't charge. You've been working for your first week, don't ask nobody for nothing. Yeah, I don't either. I will, though. I've helped so many people over the years. I ask people that I've helped. I had one bowl of it, and I want some of it. I wanted to. They say you don't freeze it. You don't freeze things when they're hot. I don't know why, but I'm not going to do it. Take a chance to ruin it. And I'm going to bring some over. My mother, my niece is with a Mexican dude. He's a lawyer. He's a Mexican dude. And they make pozole. I don't even really know what the fuck pozole was. My niece said she didn't know what menudo was. I said, how do you don't know what menudo is? We know menudo. I've been with Latin girls. And menudo is one of the things they would make. But, it don't compare to gumbo. None of that shit compares to gumbo. How many chargers have I bought this year? Oh, fuck. I can't count. And tell you, that's why I went and bought an iPhone. I said, I'm tired of these phones fucking up, and I'm tired of trying to go about everything the cheap way. I sat down there, I said, I didn't get the newest one. I got a 15, and I got a good deal. And I bought the charger in the box. I don't know, but and I throw the ones away that don't work, I just throw the shit away. And I mess them up. Sometimes I'll put the phone on the bed, and it will fall off the bed, and it will break. It'll bend part of the charger up. Instead of trying to get it, man, nothing's more frustrating when the charger's not working right. I throw that shit away and don't even think about the money, because the little 15s and 20s and 15s and 20s, yeah, they add up, but nothing is worse. iPhones charge so fucking fast. You park that iPhone in for 30 minutes, it's got 70%. I love ceviche. No, I don't like ceviche. I love ceviche. My brother used to make it. We go fishing and he'd make it. We make it with ocean perch or sea bass. They make it with catfish. We don't fuck with catfish, period. We are not catfish eaters. My grandmother said, don't eat that shit. It has no scales. So she wouldn't feed her dog catfish. She feed her cat the catfish just for cats. I swear to God, that's what she said. That's like eating buffalo fish. We don't need that shit. Yeah, my brother makes ceviche. Ceviche is easy to make. I like buying it already made from the store. I love ceviche. I love all the seafood things. Eat it with some chips. You make it with tilapia. Your tilapia will work. Your fast chargers are a lifesaver. I didn't learn about the chargers until recently. The guy at the AT&T store. It's the size of the block that matters. The block. What do they call it? The block. The thing that you plug in the fucking wall. They got them at 25 watts. It's watts. And then you want a heavy-duty cord that can handle it. So you want one that gets the ones you get, and they cost more. I bought the iPhones now. They come with. You have to buy the box separately. That shit was $25. I have one that I don't even use, and then I borrowed one, and they never asked for it back, so I kept it. Catfish is weird. Catfish has no scales. It's a slimy motherfucker. It tastes weird. Real catfish. Now, the farm-raised catfish doesn't taste like the real catfish, the wild catfish from the wild. Catfish from the wild tastes like mud and shit. It tastes like the bottom of the damn river or ocean or wherever the fuck. 100% in 15 minutes. You know what? And I'm paying for the fucking insurance. And you know, I got the iPhone. I cracked the fucking screen within a week. I took it right there. The guy said, "Hold on." He said, "Come back in a couple hours. Brand new fucking screen." So I said, "Fuck it." It's believe me, because I try to do phones the cheap way, and I've learned it's better just to spend the money and not have the aggravation. At least that's the way I'm doing it now. It tastes like dirt because it is dirt. The farm raised catfish doesn't taste like that. The shrimp I got were so big for this gumbo, I had to cut them in half. They were too big. So I could, and instead of like the recipe calls for like a pound of shrimp, I put 2 pounds. It called for 3 jars of oysters, I put 6. And I don't put any chicken in my gumbo. Even though chicken would work, this is a truly seafood gumbo. And I made that roux right. I made it right. That's the hard part. Other than that, the rest comes easy. And I use a seafood stock. What's a seafood stock? They don't sell it at the store. They'll sell you a chicken stock and a beef stock and a vegetable stock. A seafood stock is the base. It's like the water that you put in it. And the way that you do it is you got some fish heads, some salmon heads. The salmon heads at the damn Chinese market in LA, in Chinatown, they used to charge you 99 cents a pound for the fish heads. 59 cents a pound. Now the motherfuckers are $3 and $4 a pound for the fish heads. And you take the fish heads, you clean them off, and you put them in cheesecloth. And you boil them. You boil them, and you take that water, you boil them, and then you season that water a bit. Put a little salt, pepper, some little garlic powder, maybe a bay leaf. And then you take that water, you throw the fish heads different way after you boil the shit out of them. There's some meat inside of there, though, that's good. The cheek meat is good. You can pick through that and eat that if you want. And then that becomes your stock. You put that through, you strain that through some cheesecloth and get all the little other particles out, and that becomes your stock. And that makes it so much better, man. That makes it so much better. In North Carolina, you caught catfish. They make a weird sound. They're still fun to catch. Man, I like going to the markets downtown. I buy your seafood from there. They have giant crab legs and lobsters. Where are you, in Charlotte? I know you don't want to put your information out there where you at. Where I moved to, they have a Chinese market. And you would think it was right by they have all types of fish. They have river fish that you have back east, like porgies and crappies. I'm like, where the fuck they get these from? And Durham, okay. Oh, Durham's a special city, man. Durham is from where they got rich black people in Durham. That's where Frank Lucas is from. And that's where Frank Matthews is from. Frank Matthews is the big time dope dealer that bailed out for $1 million cash long time ago in the early 70s, 60s and disappeared, and they never saw him again. And they looked for that nigga for 30 years. From Durham. Durham has always had black doctors, black lawyers, black dentists, and I'm sure still to this day. And probably got a lot of low down dirty niggas too. That's just the way it works. Wherever you've got poor people, you've got rich people taking advantage of them. Wherever you are in the world, Haiti, anywhere in the world where you got some poor people. And you got poor people all over the world. There's some rich people not far away sucking the blood out of them. It's the truth. Go to Africa. Go to Ghana. Went to Ghana. You got, you know, working people, regular people carrying shit on their fucking head, you know, with fucked up ass shoes on. And you got motherfuckers riding through with Mercedes driving on the wrong side. Oh, shit. Yeah. Lobster tails, all that. Yeah, I don't know that much about Durham, but I know that about Durham. It's got a history there. It's got a history there. Long established black community, and I'm pretty sure it's Durham. But yeah, Brianna, shame on you. Shame on you for only thinking of yourself. Shame on you for not really embracing Christmas. And you know what? You probably like, I wanted some more money for Christmas so I could, you know, whatever you wanted to do with the money. Hannibal Lecter moved to Haiti. Oh, fucking Hannibal Lecter. I won't watch that movie again. There's certain movies I don't want to know. I don't need to watch twice. Let me tell you what they are. I don't need to see $1 Million Baby again. That's a Clint Eastwood movie, and I love Clint Eastwood movies. Clint Eastwood's politics is fucked up. Clint Eastwood's old the motherfucker. He's like 96 years old. He's 95 years old. I don't want to watch $1 Million Baby. That's the one with the girl that was the boxer, the country girl, and she got knocked out by that other girl, and she was in a fucking coma all fucked up. I don't need to, and she got hit with a dirty shot. I don't want to see that again. What else do I don't want to see again? I don't want to see Resurrection of the Christ. Nah. I'm good. They beat that poor man. And I know if they would have beat him like that in real life, he couldn't have survived it. He'd have been dead. They did the most with that one. Scary movie made you want to watch that movie? What else can't watch again? I never watched Brokeback Mountain. I'm not homophobic, but I don't need to see that shit, man. That two males showing affection to each other, much less anything else, that shit grosses me out. I don't not like none of that shit. Yeah, I'm not cooking Passion of the Christ. I just can't watch that shit again. It was worse in real life, you think? Man, I don't see how he survived that shit. I don't even want to think about it. Man, I'll shed some tears for him. I'm like, oh, poor Jesus. Poor little baby Jesus. It's not fucking funny. Why are they doing you so dirty, man? Brokeback Diddy. Shout out to Puff Daddy. Just trying to get his freak on. That motherfucker was a pure freak. When as he got older in his 50s, he probably had sex once or twice a week, took some Viagra and some ecstasy and everything, or, you know, and the shit, apparently the only thing that he got it up for was for men. They said he would rape the security guards. He'd have fucked all of them. Usher, Justin Bieber. Oh, man, I don't even want to think about Diddy, man. Diddy was taking that booty, man. Diddy was getting down like lemon. Tangerine. The funny thing is, I love this shit. Because when I be saying outrageous things on some of them shows, I just want someone else to pick it up and run with the story, you know? Run with the storyline that I'm putting out there. I like that, Daddy. I like to see you scrambling and scraping for something for shit. You're scared as hell. You shouldn't be scared. He raped the security guard. What's up, man? Hey, you didn't see nothing, man. Hold on a second. Take this, motherfucker. Ah! Hey, it ain't just about sex. They say rape's about power. Motherfucker got the ultimate power for you. Running up in you, having his friends run up in you and taking pictures. Yeah, you think you tough? Yeah, I got a picture. I got a picture of little JoJo getting fucked in the ass. Like Marcellus Wallace. Oh, yeah, he is. Tangerine, yeah, I hate that motherfucker. That motherfucker shouted me down in front of all them people. I made him cry, though. I mean, he was already crying. What I've learned, I can leave a lot of these situations alone. Man, I got a couple gifts. I got a couple gifts from unexpected places. It's small, but I like it. I got one of those little plush blankets. It's real plush. It's the blanket that you sit in the chair. And I'm getting a recliner. I'm a man of a certain age. I want a recliner. I did want the one where you put the plugs in. We got the USB plugs, but it doesn't have to have it. It doesn't have to have them. And to hold the drink, because I for sure will be falling asleep in it. Yeah, I gotta think his brother. I got an idea. I got a feeling he ain't got no brother, because I did a little bit of a search, and that looked for murder victims in the Sacramento area, because he's from the Sacramento area, and the way he made it seem like it was his younger brother. They'll dox him eventually. Yeah, that motherfucker got drunk and talked crazy to me. I'll be like, all right. But what I've learned over the years, it's just hard to control yourself. When someone's acting out like that, they're going to offend other people. And he's offended some motherfuckers you don't want to offend, like Dunn and Diva. These ain't people you want to fuck with. Me. But you can sit back and watch them get theirs from another source. And then you can wait till they're wounded or doxxed or down. Then you can come do some dirty work. I ain't doing all that hard-ass fucking work. I ain't got the mentality for that no more. I ain't got the mentality for that no more. But I used to have a fucking team, man. I had a team. And they were cold-blooded. And they had access to the Westlaw database. That bill collectors use, skip tracers. Fucking bounty hunters use it looking for people. And man, we were trying to find this dude, man, and get his information. We knew his name, but his name was real fucking simple. I can tell you who it was. It was all facts. His name was Michael Brown. And he said he got divorced in Texas. And we figured out the years he got divorced in Texas. She scoured over every divorce in Texas and found 4 Michael Browns, 5 Michael Browns. And we couldn't figure out which one was which. That's what they say can't find RE. I be finding them lies. Beasley be on the panel relentless. She be trying to stop me, keeps going. Who tried to stop me? Oh, anybody try to stop me. Once I get going, I'm going. I got to get the story out there, man. I owe it to the culture. And now I got people like Pillsbury picking it up. That shit makes sense. I got to think for these motherfuckers, man. That shit with Lemon on Shakim's ass. Oh, I hate Shakim too. Fuck him. Fuck him. Yeah, she don't even let me up no more. Stop! No, Beasley, no, don't do that. Unalived. Okay, unalived. I noticed they say unalived all over the place now. Why can't you just say, fuck? They say unalived on everywhere they're saying unalived. Yeah, he unalived them. What the fuck? Oh, yeah. Beasley, stop. No. Then she calls out fucking Toya Abstract, who used to be my friend, used to be my homie, used to be cool. She said, Beasley, just say in your panties. I'm like, bitch, I'll break your jaw. Don't say I got no fucking panties on. What's up, Concrete? You gonna put some panties on me, bitch? I'm not letting you effeminize me. Bitch, I'll fuck you up. And I know that's some fucked up ass shit to say, but yeah, don't fucking put no panties on me, bitch. Don't draw me into this Don't make me a part of this fucking culture that you approve of. This fluid ass culture, bitch. This man, fuck that. Fuck that. I done came this far as a man, bitch. I'm staying a man all the way through. She might be a pillhead. I know she's a drunk. And you know something? She might be a pillhead and a drunk. And take the pills and the drink. That's when she seems like she'd be really fucked up. All it does is make you seem like you're more fucked up. I mean, more drunk. I didn't even think about that. And you know what? I don't fuck with pills to get high. But there have been times when I've had some pains. And I've taken a couple of pills to stop the pain, like a toothache or an earache, and then have a drink along with it. I think, oh, this is why people want to do this shit. Yes, she does. But I'm her friend, and she was talking about me. I'm like, what are you talking about? Then she hopped up on her panel one day and said, okay, ladies. I'm like, who the fuck is you calling a lady, bitch? Bitch, she invited me to Thanksgiving. And I got 3 Thanksgiving invites. I'm not cool with none of them bitches no more. They love you until they don't love you no more. And they were genuine invites. One of them I actually considered going to. That bitch ain't shit. She does though. You can write about that. Negative shit. Leave me the fuck alone. And I got a coffee mug. And guess what? I'm happy to get the coffee mug. It's a plastic one with the top on it. I'm sipping coffee out of it right now. And I was going to buy one. And I'm looking at them online. They're 9, 10, or you have to buy a set of 8 of them. I don't need 8 motherfucking coffee mugs. I had a bunch of coffee mugs like that. That's just a waste of space. So what I was saying, I was going to get to the thrift shop one day and go buy a coffee mug for $1, for $2, right? Wash it, it'll be fine. Then I saw a Los Angeles Dodger one, that was $13.99. I thought about it. I said, nah, you don't need to. What I do is I go shopping and I buy shit and I put a bunch of shit in my cart and then I go look at it. Man, Amazon makes it so you ain't got to leave the house if you don't want to. What did I buy the other day? I wanted simple things. You know, I'm finishing off touches. I said I want some blue toilet water. I want some blue toilet water. I like blue toilet water. So I bought some of those things, and then I bought some fucking deodorant, some Vaseline to put in my hair. Yeah. Man, I buy everything off of Amazon. Some deodorant. What did I buy? Some deodorant, some Vaseline. The Vaseline cost $2.61. I said it cost more than $2.61 to start my car up. Oh, I look at it, then I say, I don't really need that. I don't really need this. Then I still want that. And then I just put it for save for later. And I wait until my money flows. You know, I gamble. So if I win, and I had a couple of winning days last week playing football. I won, I go buy all that shit. It's been raining. You know what I wanted to do? It's been raining boxes. I don't even know what all of them are. Like I bought a windshield wiper because I need windshield wipers. You go to the fucking Mercedes place, they want $75 for windshield wipers. When I can buy the windshield wipers for $20, you know, and I'm not going to install them. I can pay somebody $10, $15, $20 to install them. But a coffee machine, what I was going to do, I was going to take the time to wrap all these boxes I got up, and I must have got 20 boxes in the past week. You know, some of them is deodorant, some of them, what else are they? Air fresheners. Oh, get this shit. You know those Febreze plugins? A lot of people use them. Yep, the Prime membership is good. Yeah, it is. And you have to have the Prime membership because it's $10 to ship shit. You may as well just do it. I bought the plugins. You know those plugins are expensive. But they had the dispenser and the oil that goes in it. One of each for $3 and change. I was like, that ain't that bad. But they've got this, I smell it right now. They've got this stuff, it's called citrus something. It smells better than the Hawaiian breeze. And the Hawaiian breeze smells good. Um, what else? Oh, I got a can of Fix-A-Flat. Some thermal shirts. A couple of black thermal long sleeve t-shirts. And a couple of white ones. Just a bunch of little shit. Oh, I didn't buy these yet. And my car's got bucket seats, right? Like most cars do. And I like to sit in the car when I'm not in no rush these days. I'll be back in the rush world in a minute. So I like to sit in the car and smoke. And I might fall asleep. I listen to music. I do videos from the car and everything. And I can't find my key. And it falls in between the seat and the console. Yeah, these are Febreze plug-ins. They're similar. These have oil, but they work. They got this citrus shit. This shit smells. God damn, it smells good. You can't see me? I'm not to be seen right now. So, Merry Christmas, everybody. We left the commentary earlier. We're just shooting the shit now with the people. Oh, they sell these things and they're $14, and you stick them in between your seat and the console, and nothing falls in there no more. And you can keep your phone there, or you can keep, because the phone's dropped there, the keys dropped there. I have vape pens that I've known are underneath the seats, but the seats in this Mercedes, you can do so many things mechanically with the seat. There's nothing but big motors underneath there. There's nothing where you can really stick your hand underneath. Are they about to talk shit? Yeah, he's about to talk shit. He sets me up nice. Yeah, that thing's only $14. Oh, no. I've lost it and can see the key and can't get my hand down there and be panicking. Not panicking, but like so pissed off and make me want to cry. Like, fuck, what am I going to do? Like, I can't call AAA for this. He can't do it. The way that I got the key out of there is I got to get a chopstick. I had to get a chopstick, and I push it out with the chopstick. And I know there's vape pens under there. What else do they have? What else is the kind of shit I used to buy on Groupon? I used to be a Groupon head. I've always been like this, a shopper. I want another one because mine got all dusty. It was old. Groupon used to have these things. They'd be like $15, $20. And they're a little round thing, and you plug it in, and it makes colors and stars. But they've got them now where you put them up on your ceiling, and it shows like constellations, like it's outside. There's like constellations. It'll show constellation. It'll show planets. I mean, it's really, really, really dope. Really, 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 really dope. Yeah, I could do that, man, and just sit here and just trip off, get a little high or something, man. Just trip off your ceiling and be like the stars and the moon. Yeah, so I'm thankful for little things. There's somebody that I do business with, or used to do business with. And the little blanket is so plush and nice. So I still got things that I want to get. I do have a home warming list. I haven't been able to post it where people can see it. But if you go and look for it on Amazon, it's Beasley's Housewarming. I bought a lot of the things already. You know what I learned about myself? I like to replace things every 5 years anyway. 5 or 6 years, I need a new trash can. And I'm not getting a white one because it gets all dirty. I'm getting a trash can. I'm getting new towels to hang up in the bathroom. The ones you don't use. The ones that sit there to look nice. This bathroom here, I'm gonna have to put a couple of shelves to put my colognes and some of the other stuff. And it doesn't have a medicine cabinet. You need a medicine cabinet. You can't put all that shit on the fucking counter. And I like to have everything, you know? I like to have peroxide, alcohol, tincture methylate. You remember that is? No, tincture mercurical. The stuff that you put on your little wound that turns orange. Pepto-Bismol. When I was a kid, we'd have to get kale pectate. And kale pectate tastes good. My tummy hurts. My tummy doesn't feel good. She said, okay. I think my mother left it out before we drank the whole thing, had diarrhea. So she used to put it up in the closet where we can't reach it. My mother was a gas. She knew she used to always bump our heads. She made us believe in Santa, the Tooth Fairy. And I'm thinking, I'm glad I don't have, if I had kids, I wouldn't do that shit to them. I wouldn't get them, once they realize you've been running game on them, you want them to believe in you and trust you. How are they going to believe anything else you say? Yeah, bitch, huh? Oh, yeah, like the Santa Claus? Yeah, like the Tooth Fairy, bitch? Yeah. Tell me about that shit. I don't believe in no Tooth Fairy, bitch. At any rate, let me get myself ready to go see my folks. I'm going to come back home. Catch y'all later. Yeah, Tooth Fairy my ass, bitch.